President of France, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, on Tuesday night made a historic visit to the African shrine, home of the late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, describing it as an iconic center for the propagation of African culture, strength, and music.
Monsieur le Président, bonsoir et bienvenue au shrine. Nous sommes très heureux de vous avoir ce soir. Now, you have an incredibly personal and deep-seated relationship with Nigeria, which has already slightly been foreclosed earlier, but would you like to share with us your fondest memory of your time as an intern in Abuja in 2002?
Look, obviously I will not share all these memories, and because what happens, the shrine remains in the shrine. But, no, for sure, I discovered Africa at the time. And I discovered Nigeria. And a lot of my friends at that time are in the place tonight. And let me just say, well, hello to them. But, I mean, I discovered Nigeria, I discovered Lagos, and once I discovered the shrine. And I have to say it's something very strong. Obviously, and you reminded us, that's an iconic place. That's a place where the best music were given and new events always happen. But I have to say that my main memory is about this vitality, this strength. Proud people, proud of their culture, proud of their arts, proud of their music. And that's why probably I have a very different view of Africa than a lot of other people in Europe, because I was educated here.
Now, you mentioned already in your last answer that the shrine is an iconic location for you, and it's an iconic location for many people around the world. It's also a place that's known to be politically disruptive. So tell us why you've accepted Trace's invitation to participate in this night of African celebration.
Because, you are not the one to judge or to decide, especially when you are a French president, what the important place for African culture is. This is the shrine when you speak about music, when you speak about this discussion, when you speak about this kind of exhibition. And I do believe that we have to chant, we have to build together a new common narrative. And this new common narrative is not based on what is important for European, but it's what is important for African about their culture. How they want to build their culture, how they want to explain their culture, how they want to promote their culture, and which places are important for them for their culture. And being here is just to recognize the fact that I do respect this view. This place is important for African culture. This is why I'm here.
Absolutely love that answer. Now, I will segue and say that in an interview that I read online, you did say that I'm from a generation that does not tell Africa what to do. I mean, that is a powerful statement. Tell me where that comes from.
I think partly from Nigeria. I think we have a very complicated history with Africa, especially when you speak from France. But I think that we discussed with the governor, in the state, in this city, 2/3 of the population is under 35, which means that 2/3, at least, of your people just never experienced colonization. And it's true for a large part of Africa. And, the common approach between Africa and Europe, and especially between Africa and France, were totally framed by the post-colonial relation. I'm sorry, but the new generation never experiences colonialism. My generation never experienced colonialism. And, I mean, it's part of our history, obviously. You have to recognize the bad and the negative pages of this history. And you have to recognize all the past deeds and face them. But you have to move forward. And if you're always polluted by this certain vision, you'll never move forward. Which means how to build the future for Africa. And for me, and we discussed that with Femi, it's to change this relation. European leaders are not here to lecture African leaders. African leaders are here to take care of their people. And none of us are here to leave the young generation to believe one second, that their future is outside Africa. They have to build a future here in Africa, and we have to help them.
So, in the spirit of positive moving forward for Africa and Francophone relations, I teased the audience a little bit online with a little secret that you might be revealing. Can you share with us the announcement that you have to make this evening?
Thank you very much. What we wanted to launch this evening is the African Culture Season 2020. We decided to organize everywhere in France for 2020 a series of events about African culture. But the new thing is that it will be for Africa, for African artists, by African artists, and with African leaders, business community, influencers, and African people. What does it mean? It's that first, we appointed a Franco-Senegalese curator, Mrs. Fall, and she is here with us, and thanks very much. And her team is made by a series of young curators coming from all over the place in Africa. You will have contemporary artists, painters, I mean, people involved in fashion, in movie, visual arts, architecture, all the different arts existing and present in Africa and especially in Nigeria. It will be about a new generation of artists coming from Africa. It will be organized by them and for them in order to show to France and Europe what it means, and not to provide, I mean, always the same visage, the same figure of Africa. And it will be financed and organized by African leaders. All these events will be financed by African business. It will not be sponsored by European or French businesses, but that's organized by African business. It's brand new. And we discussed that with a lot of my friends, and I want to thank them to be here. Angelique, and I want to thank Youssef Dour. We had this discussion a few months ago in Dakar, and a lot of your people, and that's exactly in line with what we discussed with Femi and the family. This cultural season is a unique and brand new event because it will be the face of African culture in Europe, but organized by Africa, with Africa, providing what you like, what you love here.
That sounds amazing. A round of applause for the Cultural Season 2020. Now, Monsieur le Président, I have one last question for you. We're all aware that the perception of Africa around the world can sometimes be a little bit negative. How do you believe that the Cultural Season can change the perception of Africa in France and across Europe?
Look, I'm not so sure that the image is always negative, but we are a little bit always paradoxical when we speak about Africa. Some people say, this is a tremendous continent, this is a unique place, with young people with a lot of opportunities and blah 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 blah. And at the same time, a lot of people say Africa is a place of terrorism, the origins of migration, and so on. And probably these two messages are true at the same time. Because Africa is just more than that. This is a living continent, a young continent. And where I do believe it's possible to change all this negative message is just because what we need is to have African people speaking about Africa. It's a big problem we have, and I have to say, it's the same when you speak to French people as a French president. It's very hard to explain true things about Africa, because you always replicate, mirror the European obsession about Africa when you speak about Africa. You always speak, even when you provide tough or positive message, with a sort of biased approach. When I say we need a new narrative, what we need is new people to make this narrative. I think what we need is a new generation of artists, of entrepreneurs, of people coming from civil society, of journalists, of intellectuals, coming from Africa and explaining, speaking about Africa in Europe and everywhere. That's the main thing to be organized, and the main way to change precisely this look at Africa.
A round of applause for the President of France. Monsieur le Président, merci beaucoup de votre simplicité.
Try to organize with our policy, with this cultural season and these events. I mean, I have a huge debt to Femi, Felakuti, Sharon, and the whole family. Because the family provided, not just in this place, but through its style, its commitments, and especially the different battles of your father, a very strong message. The message that it was possible, even now, to decide your own future. Never forget this message.
Okay. Our body be like engine, we're supposed to rest well. If you no rest, you go pafuka. But for your body, yem can day. Better have our medicine to make your body chim. Yem can day. For your picking, yem can. For papa, mama, yem can day. For everybody, yem can. Better baku them can.
When you reach to talk about your health and better medicine, we go make your body jiggy with people wey sabi well for health. Now Yemkem International with the talko. See Yemkem as a tanda gidibam for top with many herbal medicine where they produce. Eroxil 5000, MNT capsule, Super Bitters, Super A1, plus other etc. Them get better modern equipment to take care of your health. It's dangerous to treat yourself by yourself. Waka enter any Yemkem International office or center near you for checkup. Make your body come back alive. Yemkem Plaza, 205 Egbeda Edimu Road, Egbeda Lagos. Telephone 0705 555 9009.
Put them branch office for 334 Idiroko bus stop, Maryland. Telephone 0803